Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. Welcome to my old and new. I'm so happy to have you all here. As you guys can see, we are doing an awesome playlist today with some of my favorite content creators here on YouTube. We are here for a decoupage party for Valentine's Day, baby. So I will go more into that as we get further along in the video. We're going to jump into this first project, but before we do, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, because you know how much I love those comments. Keep them coming so we can chat after each and every video, and don't forget to hit that like button as well. I am taking this candy dish as well as this dessert dish from Dollar Tree. I painted in the color white by Waverly. I'm taking some tissue paper that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and we are going to be doing decoupage. That's right, all things decoupage today. So what we are challenged to do at this party, guys, in order to attend the party, you have to at least decoupage. Well, you have to decoupage everything, but you have to decoupage at least one item that didn't come from Dollar Tree. You have to use one non-wood item. You also have to use something, a different medium other than Mod Podge, and you are to have fun while doing it. So yeah, and also we get to collab with one another. So I am being joined by my good friends Kathy Joe from Kathy Joe DIY, Jenny, my girl. We always ride together. Love her, adore her. I love all the ladies. From Lovely Moments Creating, we have Miss K from At Home with K. We have Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. My sweet friend Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIYs, and myself, y'all. So you guys are ready to get some good treats. Y'all need to get ready to get some good treats. I'm so excited, and I just can't get my words out, which is all the time, right? But no, I'm really excited about today because, like I said, these are some ladies that I have followed for quite some time and have had the opportunity to collab with each and every one of them, either in an open challenge or one-on-one. So I'm super excited that we were all able to come together and bring you guys some really cute Valentine DIYs. So when you finish here, please check out my description box below. I will have the link for the playlist there for you guys to go ahead and click on and jump over to their channel and tell them I said hello and sent you there. Tell them that I sent you their way and tell them I said hello. If you happen to stop here first, welcome. Now what you saw I did here was I went in with some rub and buff. Once I got that tissue paper here, now I'm going in with some wood reed just to finish off the collar of this vase. We are making a flower vase, and you really could turn this either upside down and use it if you didn't have the tissue paper on here. Well, you probably could still do it because the hearts are kind of all over the place. But of course, you wouldn't have a deep well where you put the dessert cup. But nonetheless, it would still work either way. So I had that gift bag there that I picked up from Dollar Tree. It said Cupid's Arrow Market, and I thought it would be so cute to be on the foreground of my tissue paper that I did here. So I did a 2-in-1 decoupage. Hello, somebody. And I'm using Eileen's glue stick to adhere that. I love working with it. Now I'm taking this heart because I just feel like it was a little unfinished. I wanted to add that at the top to just tie it all together. And then I'm going to take some leftover pool noodle that I have from a previous video, taking some Dollar Tree florals and adding them right in there. And it's going to slide perfectly into the opening of this vase, and I love this. Now I do go in also, you'll see in a minute, I'll pull it out. Look how pretty that is. I really like that. I just go in and I add a little hot glue to it, not a lot, because if I want to switch this out I can do so. Now I'm adding in some pearl embellishments, and that's it for this project, guys. So you guys have to let me know what you think about this one. I really love the way this came in. I did do a little bit of distressing around using some rub and buff. I can't remember if I mentioned that, but yeah, I really like this. And how cute and simple was that? Next up, we have this large farm truck I picked up from Hobby Lobby during the spring season last year. I got it for, I think, 75% off. It was $6.99, I think, or something like that, with 75% off. I am taking some of the ink paint by Waverly, ink color paint by Waverly, and filling in the tires. And I'm going to leave this truck just like that. I'm not going to give this any detail. I'm doing a little bit of a different spin on the Farmhouse Truck. I'm going a little bit more romantic with my Valentine's DIYs today, so just let me know if that's the vibe you guys are getting. But I had this tissue or decoupage paper in my stash. I've probably had it now for about a year and a half. When I ordered it, I did not realize how massive it was, and it's used more for furniture versus your little small tiny crabs. I mean, I'm gonna cut it down, which is what I'm assuming you could do in any case, but I did not realize how large it was. And I look at measurements, guys. Even though I don't do measurements myself, I do look at them to kind of get a general idea of what I'm ordering. But yeah, I missed the bucket on this one, and I ordered 2 of these, but this was my first opportunity to use it. So oh, that was the other thing. We had to use something other than a napkin to decoupage with. So already I've done that. So okay. So what was the other challenge? But once I get it on here, and I will say it's really thick. It's a thicker texture than rice paper, far thicker than, you know, napkins and tissue paper. And I don't really know the material. I did look on it and I can't remember what it said, but it tears away very easily when you're sanding. I thought I was going to have a difficult time with that. I didn't. And I'm cutting it down as strategic as I can because I want to keep as much of the scraps as I can for other projects just in case. So I'm just cutting it down as precise as I can. And I'm going to leave the whole truck covered. And I love the way this came out, guys. It's so beautiful. It's just so, it was just so romantic. It was very beautiful. It was very beautiful to me. So next I'm taking one of the little organizing baskets, adding that to the back of the truck. I did just staple that on. I didn't do anything special with it. Now you can also add a little bit of heavy duty glue to it to make sure it stays in place, but with the staples I was not concerned because I wasn't putting anything super heavy in it. I took some styrofoam, put down in there. I'm using some flowers that I got from Michael's as the backing. And I love this. I did take that XOXO embellishment that I did get that from a pack from Hobby Lobby. Now these wicker hearts came from Dollar Tree, and you guys gotta let me know. I don't know. I was on the fence. Should I use the flowers or should I put the hearts? I did try it with both. I don't know. I really like it with the flowers. I just, you know, associate that with Valentine's Day. I did add in some other little embellishments there that you saw, but you guys will see everything else at the final review. There was really nothing else. All right, guys. So this box came from my son last year. He'd given this to me last year. I held on to it because I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I knew I wanted to do something with it. I thought I was going to do something for Christmas, but I was like, nope, I'm going to hold out to Valentine's Day. So here we go. We're just going to make a flower box. Initially, I was going to do the forever flowers here, play on that. But I was like, oh, everybody does that. So I just switched it up a little bit. Nothing fancy, but yeah. I switched up a little bit. So I'm taking this napkin I had in my stash. It says, be happy with a little heart on it. And I love that. I love simple little phrases like that because, you know, we do need to be happy. Even in the worst of times, you know, we need to find some peace, some joy in whatever is going on. So I thought this would be super simple, super cute. So I added that to the back of this. I'm going to use my Eileen's glue stick again to adhere this because this napkin is so thin and I did not want to run the risk of using Mod Podge or some other liquid medium and have it tear because it was super thin. Now the only regret here is I probably should have used the Elmer glue stick, the purple one that dissolves, because with the Eileen's one it's orange. If you can see there, my lighting was a little off during this video, but it was orange, and even when it dried it left it kind of dingy looking, and so I was like, okay, I didn't really care for that. And once it dries, you guys will see how I fix that. But for the base, I am going to take some of these felt hearts. That's just for you, Kathy Joe. She hates felt. Some of these felt hearts that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to put those around the base just to add, you know, a little razzle dazzle to it, so it's not plain. And then next I'm going to take, oh, I found this cute little miniature tool set at Dollar Tree. I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I like the handles because it's thick. They're not super skinny. And when you have grip issues, you know that works miracles. So I just punctured a hole there so I can adhere the two together. And now I'm going in with some more of that Waverly white paint. And I'm just blending everything together. The napkin, you know, the box and everything, just to try and bring it together, just so the focal point would be on the be happy and you can't really see where the Eileen glue left that residue. So once that dries, I start assembling the box. Now I'm just gonna take, oh, nope, I'm lying. Not yet. Okay, I don't know what I did. I don't know what just happened there, y'all. That was some May editing happening. I don't know. Just roll with it, y'all. Let's just roll with it. All right. So I do put it together with a screw. I just screwed it in, and then I'm going to take the tower tumbling blocks. Well, once I put this knob in, this knob I picked up from, I think I picked that up from Dollar Tree, actually, guys. No. I'm lying. I picked that up from Big Lots. I was surprised to find them. I got that from Big Lots like almost 2 years ago and never had used it. And I was like, oh, this would like make this box look like a huge diamond. Yep, that's where I went. A diamond ring. That's where I went with some red and white stripes. Yep. Who has a ring like that? Nobody. But on this channel, you do get to see stuff like that. All right. So then, once I get that in place, what I did was to stabilize it, I just put 2 of the tower tumbling blocks on the base of it underneath the circle part to keep it from wobbling, and that'll keep it stable, because I could only tighten it so much to the bottom. I could only tighten it so much. So as you can see, this is pretty self-explanatory. To cover up the nail part or the nail base of the doorknob, I just covered it with 2 of the felt hearts, and you would never even know it's there, guys. Hello, just look like dangling hearts. Yep, they sure do. And I just loaded it up with flowers, and I put in a little tea light, and I covered it with some heart stickers. And I think this would be a super cute little centerpiece just to have on your table for everyday decor, or even if you have your entryway table. I think that would be super cute to have someone walk in and just see that says "Be Happy." So you guys have to let me know, what do you think about this one? And I even like the little stripes because it almost looked beaded around the edge there. I thought it was really cute and simple, and just an easy way to amp up something you have sitting around the house so it's not collecting dust. Because y'all know our crabs take over sometime. They do. Our supplies. So let me know what you guys think. So I took some ribbon from Dollar Tree and added that to the outline, and that's it for this project. So Miranda Magnuson, you are the winner, girl. Congratulations. You have until February 2nd to claim your prize. And guys, we're just going to take a few quick minutes here just so I can share with you guys what she's going to get in her goodie box. And I am so excited about this because if it was me, I would want all of these things. So we are going with she's going to get rub-on transfers for Valentine's Day, winter, fall, Christmas, Easter, all of that, some affirmation sayings, all of that is going to be in that first part of the package. Next, she's going to be getting a complete decoupage kit, complete with some 22-piece foam brushes, all sizes. She's also going to get a plethora of napkins, a sponge, little applicators to apply her Mod Podge or whatever medium she chooses. Also some water pens. I threw in some burlap fabric pieces. She is going to get a whole grip of stuff. I don't even know how many napkins there. I know it was over 40. She's going to get 2 packages of stickers. She will also be getting some wood pieces because you guys know I love working with wood, so I had to share some of my favorite wood items. And I'm also going to throw in this daily folio for her, or just a good keepsake folio. I purchased this from a friend of mine who makes these by hands. I did feature them on my show a few videos back, and I'm going to gift that to her as well. And she will also be getting some miniature mason jars. Look at all the little goodies she's going to get in this gift box. And these are all items like from different places: Michael's, woodpeckerscrafts.com, woodpeckerscrafts.com, Dollar Tree, all of these places, Amazon. And y'all know I love working with my mason jars, so I gave her 3 different sizes. She's getting the cutting board, that cute teapot, a larger one. Guys, she's getting it. So she has until February 2nd to claim her prize. On February 3rd, we will go to the next person in line, okay? So we're going to jump into our next project. And I'm just taking this shadow box that I got from Dollar Tree Plus, and I'm painting it in the color Baby Pink by Folk Art. And I did pre-paint it, the base of it, in the color white by Waverly. And so I'm just giving this some distressing in the top two corners of this piece. And we are going to be making a loads of love sign. And I really love the way this came out. I love the color pink. Like, that is my favorite color. I love it. And when you put it with white, I love it even more. So I wanted to do stripes, but that meant I would have to tape some stuff off and then, you know, paint every other one. And because y'all know I'm a lazy crafter, I'm like, how can I do this without having to do this? So I remember I had these napkins. They had stripes in them. So we're not going to use the portion of the napkin that had the hearts on it. We're just going to use the stripe part. And so I'm taping off the corners because I wanted the corners to be pink as well, pink and gold. And yeah, I don't know, I like the color combo, and it matches another project that I did a few on my pool noodle video. It matches that really well. I can't wait for you guys to see it together. It looks so pretty next to each other. Yes. So what I'm doing is, once I get that taped off, guys, I just go in, make sure it fits, and it lines up perfectly between the tape, the two edges of the tape. I'm going in with some Mod Podge and giving it a decent amount of, you know, product on there. Not too much, because this napkin is super thin as well. Now, I picked this napkin up at Hobby Lobby, and so I'm just applying it there, and it takes it perfectly. No wrinkles or anything. It goes on very nicely. I just cut it away, and I didn't sand it away because it was still wet and I needed to move through this project. So I was like, I'll just cut it down, and I still only used half of the napkin, which was amazing. So I was like, okay, so I still have a whole half a napkin to use. And that's what I love about decoupage, especially with napkins, because you can get so many projects out of them. And if you guys have never tried decoupaging, try it at least once. You will love it, because it just elevates your projects to the next level. I say that all the time, and I'm serious about it. I love it. So once I get that covered, I set it to the side, guys, and I'm letting it dry. And I'm going to go in with this rice paper that I just ordered from decoupagenapkins.com. I love it. Look at this pink truck. Oh my gosh. I love it, guys. This is so pretty. This came out so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. It did. Oh, it did. So I'm just following the outline that's already there. It already had kind of like a terry or ripped outline to it. So I was really just being careful to follow that outline with my water pen. And once you pull the, you know, the paper away, or you separate it from each other, it automatically gives that teared look. So it came out perfect. It gave that perfect teared look. And that's one of the reasons I love working with rice paper, because it's so forgiving and it just delivers every time. So once I get it down to the size I want, I go ahead and start sanding down the edges, and I'm just going to remove as much as that as I can. And whatever is left off, I do sand off, and I just cover it with paint, with the white paint again, and you will never be the wiser. So on the corners, this is where I'm going in, and I'm going to add some of the Venetian gold paint, and it's going to outline where the little pink corner is. I don't know if you guys can really see it on camera. I can barely see it myself, but of course I have on glasses, and you know, I just can't see. So but it has a little bit of pink on the corner, and I just did the whole outside of it, or the border, whatever you want to call it, all in the gold all the way around until you meet the pink. And I love this, guys. I love this. I love stripes and polka dots and pinks and whites. I love that. And I really, really love the way this came together. And so now I'm just adding in a line around the pink part of the corner using my brush pen or brush marker, whatever it's called. I think it's called a brush pen. And just to add a little definition there, so you can kind of see that it is a little bit of pink there. I know it doesn't show up that great, at least from where I'm looking. I can't really see it that great, but hopefully you guys can. So this is where I'm going to go in and add in the loads of love sign. Now I printed this off from my using my Cricut Joy. It was already in their design space, so literally I just had to print it out. Now I did add some wave to it, but you can't really tell, like really tell, because it wasn't like a long enough word. But it was there. I want it to be kind of like a wave, but it's there. It's a little bit. there. And so now I'm just taking the brush pen and filling it in opposed to using paint. Now you can definitely do this with paint. I'm using the stencil by Cricut Joy. It is self-adhesive. It's their smart stencil. And I just decided to do this with the brush pen instead of paint, just to reduce the bleeding. And I really, really love this. It came out super sharp, no bleeding at all. And it wasn't dark. And that was the other reason too that I wanted to do the pen, because against the white, I knew the pen would not come out as dark. But with the paint, I knew it would, you know, be super, super dark. But anyway, that was my reason behind using the pen. Now you know the whole story. Okay. I know. I can't help it, y'all. I talk too much. I can't help it. So now we're going to take the rice paper and adhere that to the bottom. And guys, when I tell you I really like this, I really like this. I love pink. That is like, I love that color. It's just something about it, just so soft and just makes me happy. I love that. It just makes me happy. And I really was on the fence about the stripes, but I wanted the stripes here. So it was just one of those instances where it was like, okay, whether it works or not, Meg, we're just going to do it. And I did it. And I'm happy that I did. I really, really love the way this came together. So you guys have to let me know what you think about it. What's your favorite color? I know a lot of you guys love blue. You blew me away with that. I didn't realize so many people love the color blue. And so now I'm just going in and taking some more pearl embellishments, adding that to the corners. And then I found these cute little mini roses at Hobby Lobby, and I thought, you know, let's make this a 3D sign. And I add that to the bed of the truck. I was going to say the base, the bed of the truck. And then I also put them right there underneath, because there are florals under there, and I add that there. Next, I was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and paint this little miniature heart. I can't remember. It was in my stash. It either came from Hobby Lobby or it came from Dollar Tree. I'm painting it in the Venetian gold. And next, I'm going to take this bow I had in my stash, put that right at the top there. And this is just the most prettiest and pretty thing. Oh, it is so girly. It's so me. And you guys will see it at the final reveal. So our final project, guys, I was like, all right, let's make a little vintage bell. I'm taking another one of the little dessert cups from Dollar Tree, as well as a finial. I painted that in the color Splendid Gold. And I had some leftover rice paper from another project that I did. I did cut the piece in different pieces. I separated. That's what you'll see that I'm doing here, because it wouldn't fit on the base of this or on the dessert cup like I wanted. And so I just went ahead and separated, but I'm going to reassemble it so it just still looks, it looks like, it doesn't look like it was separated is what, you know, my goal was. And there was a little bit of gapping, but at the end of the day, it still came out really, really pretty, prettier than what I thought. But I'm just taking the Mod Podge, applying that, and then laying it down. And like I've told you guys in the past, with rice paper, even if you use too much Mod Podge, you can still, it's still going to be forgiving with that rice paper. You don't get a lot of buckling with it, and that's one of the reasons I absolutely love it. But I just put a little bit on there. Now I'm just going in and using some Gorilla Glue to adhere the finial to the top of this. And then I have some of these pearl embellishments that I did get from Daiso. They also have a wave motion to them, and they're miniature size. Super tiny, but I love the way they look, because it kind of looked like it was just kind of draping a little bit as I wrapped it around. So I just did it in 3 separate areas on the top, and so that was just to give it a more finished look, because at where the two met, like you could tell it was like a little, you know, the little base on the cup. I can't explain it, but anyway, I was trying to draw attention away from that, is why I added the pearls in. So once I got them on there, I did secure them with just a little dab of hot glue where they met for closure. And then I'm taking another one of the pearl embellishments, adding that to the front of this.